Very nearly 2¼ mile starting point. Officer of State, 11-8 favourite. Zalchen Enki, now 85-40. Game Colours at 4-1. Moab at 8-1. Galactic Charm at 11s. And 80-1 for Love Tree. Runners arriving at the start post time in 3 minutes. Welcome back to Fontwell for our third race on the card, and this is a handicap hurdle in which the Garin Josh Moore trained Officer of State is the current favourite, course and distance winner here much earlier on in his career. He's won 2 of his 19 career starts so far. He's been a little out of sorts when we last saw him, but that was on the flat, and it was very much a comeback run to get him fit, one would imagine, for hurdling campaign. His hurdle campaign last season was a little frustrating one. He had a number of second place finishes, including on his last couple of starts here at Fontwell and then at Plumpton, but the overall level of his form is pretty decent, and he's getting weight from all of his rivals. I thought Game Colours was of interest here. Ben Clark wouldn't have that many horses, but his horses are in good form. She's here off a wind up. Always a little bit worrying when a horse runs with a wind after a wind up, but they're keeping the tongue tie on as well. But she looks fit for her seasonal reappearance. She could not be any fitter for her first start off the break. And it looked to me as though, as is often the case here, the hurdles course seemed to be running a little bit deeper than the chase course, and being a daughter of Shantou, who are real swimmers, they love testing ground. I would have thought that she might run a half-decent race. Rex Dingle plotted a wide course throughout when winning on Crackerjack in our previous race. I wonder whether he'll employ similar tactics, going forward and racing wide. And I do hate it when people on racing television say this is how they're lining up and walking around the start, but for once I'll allow myself to say that looks like he's going to do that. So anyway, won't be too long now. Starter now on top of the rostrum. Runners coming out onto the racecourse proper. Can take one turn away from the starter. Flag is raised. Thank you, Matthew. And we agree here. I thought Game Colours couldn't look any fitter for her reappearance. I think, yeah, we agree on this one. So the runners are about to walk forward. And they're off. And this is the Bet Clever, BetGoodwin handicap hurdle over 2 miles, 1.5 furlongs. Rex Dingle, who went very wide throughout to win our previous race, he's taking the same route wide on Game Colours on the run towards the first of the 9 flights. Moab goes with Game Colours towards the inside, jumping up. And then between horses is Zalchen Enki, who has the white noseband. And the last 3, working from inside out, Officer of State, and then Love Tree, and out widest is Galactic Charm. So they now set off with a couple of complete circuits ahead of them, and Game Colours, the first of the 2 mares in the field, leads them into the top turn, and that lead now out to 3/4 of a length over Moab racing in second, Zalchen Enki in third. On the inside, Officer of State is in fourth. His stablemate, Galactic Charm, is in fifth, and the second of the mares, Love Tree, is last of the 6. They make the run down the back straight on now towards flight number 2. And going wide, Game Colours with the lead. The lead have around about a length to a length and a half now over Moab, who cuts the inside in second as they go over flight number 2. Moab was out-jumped by Zalchen Enki. At the back of the field and wide, Galactic Charm wasn't that fluent as they now race on midway down the back straight and on towards flight number 3. Game Colours chased by Zalchen Enki and Moab right through on the inside as they rise at the 3rd flight. And then over in 4th was Love Tree on her inside, Officer of State, and to the outside was Galactic Charm as they go into the bottom turn. And Game Colours has the advantage as they take this turn, and she continues to go a little further clear. Now it's over 2 lengths the advantage over Zalchen Enki to the outside of Moab, and the last trio have always been a line across the course, with Officer of State going the shortest way, Love Tree between rivals, and out wider is Galactic Charm. Up the home straight they come, and on towards halfway, and the leader continues to be Game Colours as now she approaches the 4th flight of hurdles. Game Colours rather came out of the rider's hands there. The lead about a length over Zalchen, Enki and Moab. No change in the last trio, with on the inside Officer of State together with Love Tree and Galactic Charm. Through their starting point, they're at halfway, and now they rise at flight number 5. Game Colours on the outside jumped that one well. Not so at the back of the field, Galactic Charm, who flattened the flight of hurdles. So they have a circuit to go in the Bet Clever. His Officer of State hit a bit of a flat spot, and the back holding sway over Moab with Paul O'Brien towards the inside. Zalchen Enki and Freddie Gingell in third. To the inner, Officer of State, who in the last 3 furlongs or so has been rather on and off the bit, more off it than on as they go over the 4th from home. Now getting slightly detached at the back of the field, both Love Tree and also Galactic Charm, who hasn't been that fluent in his jumping. So midway down the back straight and on now towards the 3rd from home. Game Colours still giving up the outside to no one, but joined now by Zalchen Enki and Moab towards the inside. Officer of State, despite being ridden along now for some time, is still hanging on in there in 4th position, and this group of 4 have now gone a long way clear of Galactic Charm and Love Tree. Both of those 2 now in danger of getting tailed off. So they're about to enter the final 3 furlongs, and Moab has moved through on the inside rail to come and put his head in front to Game Colours, who tries to battle back towards the outside. Officer of State is still there pitching on the inner, and then swinging wide Zalchen Enki. There's then 20 lengths back to Galactic Charm and a further 10 to Love Tree. Here's the second last, and it was Moab who had the lead. It's now Officer of State who has moved into second. Game Colours has run her race. She's now beaten in third, and then Zalchen Enki in 4th position, and now up the hill towards the final flight of hurdles. And it's Moab now tackled by Officer of State. There was only a half length between them, and on the run-in, Officer of State comes through to take the lead for Kaylin Quinn. It's Officer of State with Moab battling back towards the near side rail in a slow motion finish coming up the hill. 50 yards to go. Officer of State out in front. Officer of State beat Moab in second. Game Colours will be third.